Hello and welcome once again to my art corner. Today I wanted to talk about my Ohuhu markers. I got them back around, I believe, December, so it's been a little while now, and I don't know if you've seen the video that I made before where I was working with the Bic markers. But that was my first time really working with alcohol-based markers, at least I believe that the Bic markers are. And since I had so much fun with those, it kind of gave me the courage or encouragement, more like, that I was finally ready to tackle more expensive markers. Now, Ohuhu, they're not like Copics, obviously. They're kind of the in between. I got a pack of 80 for $40, and I've been so happy with them. Actually, I'm going to show you some of the things that I've done. I have a couple sketchbooks here. I haven't got as much done as I wanted to because with all the other work I have to do, but I think I've really finally gotten pretty good at it. And before I felt like I was way in over my head with it. So let's see. First of all, yeah, I have the 80 count, and you can get that on Amazon. I'm not sure if you can get it anywhere else, but the only thing about it, and I know other people who review it mention this, you can't choose the colors, which is all that really sucks about it, because let me tell you, these three right here, we have 75, come on, well, you get it, 75, 76, and 77. These are so good for shading, and I'm so scared that I'm gonna run out of them, and the only way to get them again is to buy another new pack and just hope they're in there, because I could buy another 80 pack and not get a single one of them. There's no guarantee. But yeah, but the thing is, I'm also realizing now that I know that I'm kind of better at alcohol-based markers, I have some confidence. I realized that I can build off of this collection. So like if 75 goes out, I could maybe think about getting a Copic marker that's similar in tone and replace it with that, or even one of the other knockoff brands, something where I'm allowed to buy marker to marker. And yeah, my friend Tani also suggested that just kind of like build off of it. When you get this, which there's not a good light on it, but actually, yeah, let me show you my cubby hole. I didn't have anything sorted where I could, well, what I mean is, I didn't have, you know how on Amazon you can get those cute cubby holes for your markers? I didn't really have the money to get anything like that at the time, so I was like, I'm gonna rig something together myself. I should have had this ready before I started, but let me see. Here it is. I just made my own little cubby hole for all of my art supplies. That's all of the Ohuhu markers with my shaders at the bottom. I have my Bics in there, and since I didn't have an actual, the kind of, blah, I'll find my words. Since I didn't have anything else, I kind of I put my favorite manga and books here to kind of make the space for it. And I originally had them organized, but obviously they quickly fall out of place with this kind of setup. But either way, I'm really, really happy with it. So yeah, it has been a really fun learning experience, I think, instead of jumping straight into Copics, because when I was younger, a good few years ago now, my family actually got me a starter set of Copics, and I had this issue originally where I was so scared to waste them that I let them dry up, ironically. So I finally got past that, and I'm not scared to properly use them. And because of that, I think maybe eventually in the future I can actually get some Copics and try those out. And I'm so sorry if you can hear the kids screaming outside. School is out now, so they're all playing. Okay, yeah, I wanted to show some of the things that I have done with my Ohuhu markers. So I will show you that right now. Don't mind if it's a little shaky. I'm holding it with one hand, and gonna turn the pages with the other. Here is the first page. This is an illustration I did before I had the markers, and it was sort of just a limited palette. I only really did the black and gold, so I was like, hey, I can go back and finally fully color this. So, yeah. See, I told you, oops, sorry about that. I really like these, get under there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is 75, and as you can see, the purple is just so good for shading. It's so good. I love it so much. And these are the first two I did in this book. I've been taking a glue stick and putting all of my loose leaf drawings that I'm scared to lose in here, just so that I can fill up if I like destroy a page by just messing something up completely. I can have them there. So I wanted her in there. And alright, on to the next one after I properly show you. Yeah. I got, I don't know where it is right now. I'll show it later. Oh wait, no, here it is. I got this. It was recommended by Drawing with Waffles, I believe is her name. I'm really bad at this. The Sakura pin? It's also on Amazon if you want to look that up. But yeah, that pin is really, really good for going over. And I've had a lot of issues in the past. I've bought plenty of pins that were supposed to do that, but this is the first one that completely, like, it's not see-through, you know, usually they're just kind of, it's hard to explain, but you know what I mean, it's not opaque, I believe that's the word I'm looking for, but yeah, I drew the tears with it, and I really, really like it. Okay, on to the next page. I'm just gonna show you the rest. This was during when I was kind of just experimenting, trying different techniques. I'm really happy about all of the skin tones. I mean, you probably can't even tell, but even these two here, they're pretty similar in skin tone, but they were done with different markers, so there's like so many different options for coloring skin, which is the worst issue you run into with markers. And this page, look at this gem. I'm very happy with this gem. I used the Sakura pen again to do some of the shine on here. And if you remember this from the other video I did, it's what I did with my big markers. And I put it in here because I completely messed up what's in the background here. And I was like, you know, I really love this. I know that if I leave it out, it's gonna get messed up or something. So I'll just tape it here and it can be in here now. And, ooh, okay, I really like this one. I'm very happy with this one. I kind of made these two characters, OCs. They don't have names yet, but I draw them together a lot. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Yes, one of the bigger ones that I did. See, originally I would have been too scared to do a huge illustration, as in a full page one. Like, even back here you can see, like, I was drawing smaller people because I'm scared to use up markers, but this is where I was like, hey, you gotta use these. They're gonna, even if you don't use them, they're gonna dry up, so you just have to get use out of them, have fun with them. So I started doing that. And this is a page where I messed up what was actually on it, so I just completely covered it with this drawing. And this was actually the first illustration I did as soon as I got my Ohuhu markers. And I really didn't want to lose her. I went all out with the shading and using different colors, and it was so fun. I love her a lot. But as you can see, like, I used the purples again with the hair, and then I used the Sakura pen to do the little do-do-do-do. And I also used the Sakura pen here to do different designs, and the white here. And even, I believe I did. I used it for the shine on the little armor here. It's very fun. I love the Sakura pen. And it's not finished yet, but here is another picture of the two characters I was showing you before. I'll eventually get that done, but for the moment, here she is. I love the details I did on this. Let's see, is there much more in here? I don't think, let me see. Okay, there's a little, oh, there is! Yeah, how could I forget? Yeah, this was just a tester page, so, you know, there's not too much here, but, so you can see this properly. And with this one, I was just experimenting around and seeing what different colors are. One thing I did notice, putting a lighter color on a darker one will create this effect. So like this lighter pink on the darker skin kind of made it fade, which I don't know if I'd consider that a pro or a con. It depends on how you use it. I've used it a couple times in ways that I really, really like. A couple sketches here. Yeah. I'm starting a new campaign with my friends, so I like to sketch out the NPCs while I'm brainstorming. So this is the first one I did. Yes. Just thinking around, messing around in a little town. It's not the best, but it was fun to play around with. And behind this is the last picture in this book, and the one I am the most proud of. Last but not least, here is actually the drawings I am most proud of. These two at least. This art here was actually a pretty good collaboration between my Ohuhus and my Bic markers, because certain colors, like the purple at the end of her hair, it's based off of succulents. I couldn't find a proper purple, so I used that with some of the greens and blues from my Ohuhus, and I'm very, very proud. And here too, like the brown for his outfit, and I believe a couple of the other tones here were the Bic markers. So Bic markers are really, really good to have for a kind of just to expand your colors some. I think if Bic markers had enough of their own colors, then they could compete. Personally, I believe that they could compete with you know, larger brands, but having them alongside like something like the Ohuhus helps a lot. It really brings out their full potential. So yeah. Okay, that's about the end of it. My phone is about to run out of space from all the recordings that I've done, so I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I hope that you enjoyed looking through my art with me, and that maybe I helped you decide, like, if you're wanting to get into markers, maybe I gave you some good information. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and do you like my background? Because I like my background. I like it a lot. These little LED lights, little tiny LED lights, were from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some good stuff. Okay, I better stop before it tells me I can't record anymore. Okay, bye-bye. See you on YouTube. A special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to help me continue making content, there will be a link in the description down below.